So, what are some skills needed for becoming a real estate developer? Well, first you need the skill of being able to understand finance. And if you're a real estate agent now, you do understand finance. It kind of was a huge part of your initial training as a real estate agent before you took that hard test. You also need to understand negotiation. Well, again, if you're a real estate agent and you have done this for any period of time, you know about negotiation. You've learned how to negotiate, and hopefully you're a good negotiator. Guess what? That skill is transferable, and you still need to be able to do that in the development world. You really also need a positive outlook. Y'all, this career, when you step into development, it's kind of like getting into a deal and you have the highest hopes and the best goals and the best intentions, and you know you're going to close on a certain date. And then all of a sudden, everything falls out from underneath you, and you've got to alter your plans. You've got to alter when you thought that commission check was coming in. But you've got to do it with a positive outlook, and you've got to help your clients be positive as well. That's what being a real estate developer requires. It requires a positive outlook on life, a positive outlook on deals, a positive outlook on dirt, on land, on gravel, on asphalt. You've got to be positive about everything. Got to be honest, but you got to be positive, because if you don't, it will make you sad. Sometimes this process of developing is long and hard, but you got to stick with it because it is very financially rewarding, and it's rewarding in many other ways. Financial is just one, but being able to say, oh, I built that, or I helped a family settle into one of those properties that's in a community. That's amazing. You can't buy that, right? That's an experience that you can only have if you've earned it. So there are many benefits to this, but you've got to stay positive along the way. Doesn't mean you can't get mad and have a bad day. I have them all the time. I get mad regularly, but I pick myself up and have a positive outlook because tomorrow's coming, and I want to make sure I'm there for my clients, but also there for myself, especially on projects I develop for me and for my family. Now, another skill you need is that skill of dealing with people. And it's not just dealing with people in a way that allows you to tolerate people. You've got to be able to deal with people and handle all different types of people in a way that allows you to be successful and to continue moving forward. Now, as a woman, I often sometimes step into spaces where men dominate. And so I've got to be myself, but I've also got to be able to work in situations where I feel either sad, attacked, or, seen as less than capable. And many times I'm not less than capable. I just may have questions that other people got answered faster than I asked them. And they already know the information that I'm trying to seek out. And so it looks like I'm not qualified, but I really am. I just didn't know certain pieces of information. And so dealing with people and being able to say that you have the skills and you have the everything you need, you have the skill set to be in that place, is very important. But you've got to be able to deal with all different types of people, because sometimes people don't want you in this career. They don't want you in this pathway. And so they'll do everything they can to destroy you, but you still have to be able to deal with them so that you can get the deals done. Another skill you need is risk management. And we'll talk more about risk in the course in one of our later lessons, where we go through how to mitigate risks so that you don't put yourself in a bind or in a situation that's not beneficial to you or to your family. And lastly, you need some follow-up skills. There are many days where you'll email, call, text someone, and you think, okay, I've asked that person for the thing that I need. I need it by X date. They're going to provide it to me. Then 2 or 3 days later, or 2 or 3 weeks later, X date has come and they hadn't provided you with the thing that you need. So what you got to do is learn how to follow up. And you've got to be able to do that all along this journey, because the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is not in the initial contact. The initial contact is just the initial contact, but the fortune comes much later.